From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll run it from the gun. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Dude, these plays suck.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He shreds the tackle. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short game. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person who's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
I'm getting 10 yards every carry. Why would I not run the ball? I'm telling you. 10 yards a carry every time.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
My friends are being haters.
Nothing more that helps an offense.
They're like, oh, you're just running the same play over and over again. I'm like, bro, I get 20 yards every play. Just running it right down the throat.
Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in a rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on.
Touchdown! Let's go!
Lead in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job.
I'm screaming
doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He's just running it right down the middle. Like, if I could run it right down their fucking throat with no consequence,
how would I stop? Create better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Let's go!
They'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
You're kidding.
He's in the clear now. It's a foot race.
Oh, my goodness.
He's in. Touchdown, Bama.
What a well-designed play here by this
Dude, the
offense.
quarterback's
They get
12
the
for
ball
12.
tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Dude, he fucking threaded that needle.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Right now.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the
Dude,
back.
you're kidding me right now.
That, and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
Dude,
Stop, but not before
I can't get a
solid
stop
gain
right
that
now.
time. That's an important 1st down on that running play. Quarterback still with the football. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Ah!
So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Can he make it to the mark?
Let's go!
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Pass not complete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. In the clear at the 25. Tackle, but 1st down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they hand it off to the back. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play.
Let's go 1st down.
The 1st down before they get into the ground. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. Now we're at this point in the game. Critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
They'll run here on 3rd
Touchdown.
and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats. They jump in front here in the 4th.
What a surprise.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
And the point after is good. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take it.
All right, let's get a stop, bro. Let's get a stop.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
Dude, pick that off! Pick that off!
Nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looks at the sidelines and a tightrope catch made there. Good completion. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down.
That's how.
His man in the open field heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring.
Can I challenge that?
Serious pressure now for the defense. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn.
No, he got it right.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking to chuck it again. Pass complete on a crosser. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. That football is out.
Let's go! Let's go!
Defense.
Let's go!
Well, they had everything.
Let's go!
Late in the game, the ball in their hands, quarterback that can make plays, everything you want with a chance to take the lead and potentially win the game, and they fumble it away. Instead, the pressure now is on their own defense to come up with a big play to try to get the ball back.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
Let's go! I survived. I don't know how. 24-20.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight, it really comes down to who's the better coach team. Who's going to execute
Wow.
better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment go to your head. That's a nice
What a relief.
head coach and his team.
And that is good.
They were cooking me, babe. They were cooking me. They were cooking me.
EA Sports College Football.
I've beaten hit or miss. I think I've only lost them once, but it's because they're like they're the highest ranked team in the game. See, what did the quarterback going? He went like 17 for 19 with 3 touchdowns. He threw a perfect game. He was absolutely perfect. And he fumbled. Wow. He fumbled at the most important time. Let me see that fumble again. It's not even on here. Huh? He was just standing there. And that's Alabama season. It's over. Oh, I won the game. Oh, that was the hardest game I played so far. I mean, Alabama's cooked. They're done. They're out of the playoff. Oh. He's just not clutch, man. They just weren't clutch. I can always count. I can always count on them. Oh man, that was a tough game. I'm sweating. Tough game.